excited to be here. You guys, this is the 1000 Speakers Academy group, right? And I've been in so many groups, but for some reason right now, I don't know what it is, but I am super energized about giving my introduction to who I am, along with telling you what problem I solve and for whom, and also telling you who I want to meet today, because I think that's really important. And I have like a bazillion things going through my head right now that I want to say. For starters, if you hear a humming sound, it's not like a beehive in my house. It's my small child making noise. And we're just going to let him be him because he's 8. So I think part of the reason why I'm super excited about doing this live introduction is because of the way that Manny told me I could. I said, can we do our intro like through a live stream? And he said, hell yes. So I'm like, yes. So for starters, I am known as April 2.0. This is who I am. I am a 45, I should say mid 40s or 40 something. I am a 45-year-old woman, obviously. I'm a single mom to a child who's 8 years old. He is a little boy named Morgan, aka Momo. You know what? Just because I can, I'm going to spin this around real quick and see if you can see him. That's my little boy. He's playing on his iPad. He is nonverbal and he's on the autism spectrum. And he is my why for everything that I do. There's so much to share. 2.5 years ago, I started on this personal growth journey. This is part of my story. I found out my husband was cheating on me. I kind of buried my head in the sand about it for a little while. But God showed me that I could do this. You've got this, woman. So I'm nervous. I'm never nervous. This excited nervous though. I found out my husband was cheating on me. Ultimately, that led to a divorce. This was in September of 2016. And I embarked upon this journey of being a single mom to a child with special needs, which was somewhat terrifying. But since I was already on this personal growth journey, I wasn't as terrified as I would have been had I not started down that path. Then fast forward to... that was September 2016. Fast forward to late January, early February 2017. My mom was diagnosed with lung cancer. Fast forward another 7 months to September 2017. My dad was diagnosed with colon cancer. I'm an only child. My parents lived 2,200 miles away from me on the opposite coast. I felt helpless. And they were going through it together, and I couldn't do anything to help them, at least not physically. Right around that time that my dad got diagnosed with colon cancer, my mom had found out that her cancer spread from her lungs to her brain, and they were seeking out treatment for her. But it was an aggressive cancer. It's a rare cancer. And she had gone through chemo and radiation to no avail. And they basically said surgery wouldn't really do anything for her. And right when they shared that heartbreaking news with her, my dad found out that his cancer was gone. My mom went the Western medicine route, and my dad went the holistic route by taking oil, Rick Simpson oil. And it's an incredible story, right? I say a lot. So my dad ended up, my mom ended up passing away May 12th of this year, the day before Mother's Day. And myself and my son, hi Manny, myself and my son and my cousin took a 33-hour car ride from East Tennessee all the way to Vegas to be there for my mom's funeral. And my dad didn't get to see my mom before she died. He was going through his second of 4 surgeries because of his cancer that he had. And so I went there to go be with him and help him and take care of him and get him back on his feet. And I'm a single mom. I work in corporate America. I have a special needs child and a cheating spouse, a divorce, all of this within a span of 2.5 years. And I have quite the story to tell. So I've managed to navigate my life in a way that most people probably wouldn't. They probably would have fallen apart. And I use live streaming to share my story because I think it's impactful. And I think that I have a lot, I know that I have a lot of tools in my virtual toolbox to be able to help people to get their story out through live streaming. I've been using the BeLive.tv platform for live streaming since it was in beta back in October 2016. And they invited me to be one of their moderators / admins for their group, the BeLivers group. So I've met a lot of people through my volunteering to do that. And I know the platform really well. I know the mechanics of it. And I've also learned the mindset side of live streaming over the last couple of years. So I really want to help people. This is the problem I solve, and for whom? The people who are stuck, the people who are in a rut. I want to help them stop sleepwalking through their social media experience. So for example, Manny posted this, tell us who you are, what you do, who you're helping. And I started reading through a lot of the comments and I thought, you guys, take this opportunity. Manny said, hell yes, go live in the group and take that opportunity. I encourage you to do that because you can connect with people so much better. They can get to know your energy, your synergy, your chemistry when you come on camera, or even if it was voice only. Facebook allows you to do that now too, where you could just do voice. But all of that is so much better than text because you really get to know whether or not you vibe with somebody when you do live video. And you can tell your story in such a way that it resonates with people because they can feel you. And so I'm reading through all of these comments of people saying they're a coach or they're an author, or they're a this or that. It's just words, I mean, it's like reading a resume. There's so many people out there who are doing the same thing or similar things. There's a lot of author, speaker, coach. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've heard somebody say that that's what they do. But it's so important to know who you are as a person because that ultimately is your brand. And that is what's going to help people to be attracted to you. Because if they trust you, know you, and like you, in that order, they're going to want to refer you to their friends. And so that's why, there's so much. I have a huge vision, y'all. Here's what I'm doing in the world, and here's who I want to meet. I want to meet the people who are ready to take action in their life. I don't want the people who are sleepwalking through life, through their social media experience. I want people who are ready to make a change. That's who I want to meet. And myself and my friend, co-host, producer, and the voice of Net Friending, Roy Montero, he and I have been on this journey for the last 2.5 years to build the most prestigious people search engine. It is going to be a search engine that allows the right people to connect with each other through things like your personality type, sharing the order of your love languages, shapes, gems. There's all these different assessments. And the deeper you can go into who you are and share that with another human being, the more likely you are to connect with the right people because not everybody is for you. Not everybody's for you. And that's why I get so crazy when people are out there chasing the Facebook algorithms because they're just throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what sticks. They're joining all these groups and they're just putting like their little bio And who really understands them? Who really knows them just from their text? I can go anywhere and read a resume. I want to know who you are. And I'm hoping that through Manny's leadership here, because that's the vibe I'm getting, is like he really wants us to connect. So I'm really hoping that this is the right place for me, and that I'm going to find people who aren't afraid to jump in a seat on a live stream and connect with other people, because that's really where it's at right now. Just ask Mark Zuckerberg, right? Video is where it's at. Vital video visibility. So the other thing that I'm into before I go, body language. But not just body language 2.0 and beyond. It is so important for you to really know your audience, to really know your guest hosts, your co-hosts, your business partners, your friends, to know the people that you are aligning yourself with, to be able to quickly read them so that you can make faster decisions about whether or not those people are right for you in what you're doing in your life. And that's my superpower. I'm able to read people quickly, and not just through body language, but the beyond part, which is asking questions and really quickly assessing whether or not that person is a fence sitter. Y'all know who the fence sitters are. They're the people who can't answer yes or no. They're like, well, it kind of depends on if the moon is over here and the sun is shining brightly over here and the stars are aligned. And no, don't get with those people, because they don't even know who they are. I can go into that and so much more. And that is my superpower. And that's it. I wanted to keep this as short as possible because I can go on forever. Thank you, Manny, for the opportunity to share who I am in an introduction via live stream. There's a lot of groups who actually frown upon that. So kudos to you for saying, hell yes, April, do your intro live. So I hope that this has been enlightening for you all. I hope that I connect with a great many of you here who are the right people for me, and vice versa. And you're more than welcome to always connect with us on our show, because that's what it's all about: connection, meeting people and finding out what our overlap is. What do we have in common? And how can we help each other? With that, I will bid you adieu. I got to go feed my boy dinner. This is April 2.0 signing off. You guys have an amazing weekend. Mwah! Ciao for now.